Hello, guys. I'm happy to be back again. Uh, I hope everyone is having a good holiday. I'm wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Please subscribe, like, and share the channel to support my channel and be releasing content on geopolitics and international relations. So today I'll be looking at why Germany needed Russian oil to be a competitive industrial country. Uh, there's a lot of criticism for Germany depending so much on Russian oil and gas or Russian energy. But we need to understand that for German industries to be competitive internationally and to be the industrial power that they have become, they needed cheap energy sales. Uh, you know, a lot of criticism has been pushed to Angela Merkel for initiating, also the Nord Stream 2 and, pushing closer ties with Russia in terms of energy. But, when I look at this situation, I feel like Angela Merkel didn't have she didn't have any options because, as you all know, all countries are controlled by the people with the money, the people with the banks, the institution, the industries. So she was just continuing the work of her predecessor. We must understand that the dependency of Germany on Russian energy started in the 1950s. So Angela Merkel was just, she was just a driver in the bus. The bus reached another station, it took another driver. So whatever had happened the whole journey, Angela Merkel didn't have anything to play or was not responsible because the dependence of Germany on Russian gas started in the 1950s. It even became more increased when the Soviet fell. In the late 90s they did another connection, to bypass away from Ukraine and now to go through the Nord Stream 1, which now was bypassing Ukraine. And then when Merkel was there, they started doing another connection. So you need to understand that German industry needed cheap energy to be able to compete. And if you look now, when the whole Russian infrastructure energy has been cut off for Germany, you start to realize that Germany is de-industrializing. Actually, what's happening to Germany is what happened to America 30 years ago, when labor became so expensive, energy became so expensive, that they had to shift their manufacturing to China, where labor was cheap, the population was big. And if you look at Germany now, it's doing the same. German industries are going to Croatia, to Czech Republic, to Slovakia, to Hungary. Talking to some Hungarian colleagues and acquaintances, they are telling me there are a lot of German industries there. And because all these Eastern European countries, most of them, the labor is cheap, the energy prices are cheap, and Germany is slowly turning into a service industry. It's actually becoming how America is, because that tag made in Germany will now start to disappear very soon, like the way the made in America tag was everywhere, but now it is not in a lot of products. So from Angela Merkel, I understand she had a role to play because she was the chancellor, but I don't think she could have done much, because that meant that and people need to understand, when you are leader of a nation, you are you're a culprit of your constituents. The people who voted for you have hostage of you. If you was to cut off Russian gas, let's say at the time, the whole financial industrial sector will turn against her and the constituents, because people need to understand that we are looking at politics from an outside view, but politics are very, very internal. If you see what's happening in Germany, people are complaining about the energy prices. That's why even there were stories that that's why even the Nord Stream 2, the Nord Stream was blown up, because it was blown up so as to ensure Germany doesn't go back to or depend on Russian energy, because probably there was that fear that the high energy cost might push Germany to make a turnaround and say, okay, let's negotiate with Putin. So if you look at politics not from an outside view, from an internal population, if you are living in Germany, all you care about is cheap energy and the fact that your country is growing economically every day is registering growth, every year is registering growth. And that's how the German political class looked at it. But as outside, we saw you're depending a lot on Russia. But to them, they were saying, they were looking at, this is how we are providing jobs for our people. This is how we keep the economy growing. This is how we keep our manufacturing sector very competitive. The Mercedes, the BMWs, the Audi, the pharmaceutical company, the fertilizer company. Since we all know Germany is a very competitive industrial country, German products are known to be one of the best qualities. So for me, it's just to demystify the fact that Germany had a lot of options. Remember, Germany, if it's not cheap Russian energy, remember it has to take from Qatar, it has to take from America. Russia was supplying gas, which was gas. Now, if they are, and through the pipe system, which was much cheaper, more efficient, more faster. Now, if they are taking gas, they have to take it from Qatar and they have to convert it into LNG and then convert it to gas. The same from America, which is even more expensive. The Russians were already supplying cheap gas, and this is what has pushed Germany to be a very industrial power and to be this marvel of industry. But now Germany will now start becoming like America's service industry and push its factories and its industrial bases into other countries that offer cheap and affordable labor. So in time, I can say we are seeing the industrialization of the German society, and it will be interesting to see how it maneuvers, because I think this is one of the hardest times in German society. As the energy bills are very high, and it will be interesting to see how the political class maneuver this and try to forge a new path or a new relationship with other countries, because as I see how things have gone, the marriage between Russia and Europe is broken forever. It's a bitter marriage. The oil price cap that was just done the other day cemented that, ensuring that Russia will never sell energy, oil and gas to Europe anymore. Putin, on the other hand, did a decree stating that countries that participate in this oil cap will never be sold to Russia. So for this kind of relationships, you can, one day in politics, it's a very long time. You can never know, but the relationship can be amended between Europe and Russia. But as things look like, not anytime soon, probably years from now. But we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you guys updated. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. For those who subscribe, those who engage me in the comment, please keep safe, enjoy the holiday, and stay safe. Please subscribe, like, and share. Ciao.